My name is Emma Peters. I'm the Senior Manager, Stakeholder Engagement for Local Buy, and I'm joined by Pat McCormack, Category Manager for Roads, Engineering and Infrastructure. Today we're here to explain a little bit about Local Buy and two new arrangements which give your business an opportunity to work on local government civil construction projects. LB 313 Road and General Civil Construction and LB 314 Water, Sewerage and Stormwater Infrastructure. In the spirit of reconciliation, Local Buy acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land, respecting the lands and waters that give us life, into which the songlines, stories, ancestors, and dreamings of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are woven. We pay respects to all First Nations people and elders past, present, and emerging. Local Buy is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Local Government Association of Queensland, also known as the LGAQ. Local Buy was established in 2001 to assist council simplify procurement. The LGAQ is the peak body for all local government in Queensland, and all 77 councils are members. LGAQ represents the interests of Queensland local government as a group to higher levels of government, such as both state and federal, and Local Buy returns all profits to the LGAQ, which helps to offset council membership fees. When council officers purchase goods and services on behalf of council, they must adhere to the Local Government Regulations 2012 or the procurement rules. These rules include obtaining quotes and tenders depending on the value of the procurement activity. To explain simply, if council are purchasing goods and services between 15,000 and 200,000, they must obtain 3 written quotes. If council are purchasing goods and services over 200,000, they must perform a full and open tender. The $200,000 tender threshold applies to a cumulative spend with one supplier for similar goods and services in a financial year. Tenders are very time consuming and costly for council to perform. It's estimated that it costs local government around $20,000 to run a tender and suppliers around $5,000 to respond. Local Buy is an exception in the local government regulation, which means if council engage with a Local Buy pre-qualified supplier, they do not have to perform tenders, even if the procurement activity is over $200,000. Local Buy is a highly recognised brand within local government, and all councils access Local Buy to simplify their procurement. Last financial year, over $850 million was procured through Local Buy arrangements, and Queensland state government departments and not-for-profit entities are increasingly using Local Buy arrangements.
The first new arrangement that we'll cover is LB 313, Road and Civil Construction, which has the following categories. Road construction and maintenance with 2 supplier levels or tiers. Tier 1, that supplies with Austroads PQC. Tier 2, suppliers that don't. Road resealing, again with 2 supplier levels or tiers. Tier 1 is suppliers with Austroads PQC or possessing a Queensland sprayer certificate. Tier 2, suppliers that don't. There's a new unsealed road construction and maintenance category. Guardrail and road safety barriers. Line marking, a new landfill construction and rehabilitation category, marine and river civil works, and general civil construction. Please note that traffic management has been removed from the new arrangement. Local Buy now has a separate LB 325 traffic management arrangement. The unsealed road construction and maintenance is a new category included at the request of regional councils. A large portion of these councils' annual roads budget is assigned to unsealed roads and their maintenance, and smaller local contractors carry out a lot of this work. It is anticipated that this category will suit these suppliers. This category of the arrangement can effectively operate as a wet hire agreement where councils can engage a supplier to provide equipment and personnel to carry out road maintenance activities such as maintenance grading. Landfill construction and rehabilitation is also a new category and includes landfill construction and maintenance, obviously, associated landfill infrastructure such as weighbridges, offices, fences, and also includes landfill biogas extraction, flaring, and power generation. Marine and river civil works category includes water storage facilities, piling, dredging, revetment walls, sea walls, bank stabilisation, piers and jetty, boat ramps and navigational aids. All categories by necessity include a wide range of services as we need to cover the differing requirements of all councils in Queensland and the Northern Territory for the next 9 years. The road resurfacing category, for example, includes crack sealing and repair, but also aerodrome resurfacing. The second arrangement we'll cover is LB314, water, sewerage and stormwater infrastructure. Feedback from councils showed that the name of the current arrangement did not obviously reflect the water, sewerage and stormwater components, and many councils remained unaware that this capability was included in the old BUS 270 arrangement. With LB314, Local Buy has established a separate arrangement for water, sewerage and stormwater infrastructure projects and is expected to increase council awareness and therefore utilisation of these services through this new arrangement. Categories included in LB314 are pipeline installation and upgrades, trenchless pipe installation, pipeline inspections, pipe relining and rehabilitation, water and sewage treatment and pumping. So this includes any work in dams, pumping and treatment facilities, including plant and equipment supply, installation, upgrades, servicing and/or repair. It also includes SCADA and chemical dosing. So it's very wide-ranging, and I would recommend that you read the specification covering that category. The final category is bores and includes all construction and maintenance activities related to bores. Appointed subcontractors may engage subcontractors to perform part of the requirements for the purchaser. The names of regularly used subcontractors and details of the work proposed to be undertaken by them are to be listed on a register of subcontractors template, which will be included in the tender documentation. And this will be linked to your profile in vendor panel. This can be updated at any time. Pricing is not requested in this tender for most categories, and our reasoning for this is that it's not possible to obtain meaningful prices or even unit prices for most services without project-specific information, including the project size and location. Purchasers may utilise this LGA arrangement to obtain competitive pricing from pre-qualified suppliers through a request for quote process where they fully outline their requirements. Price templates are included for two categories: guardrails and road and safety barriers and line marking. The tender will open on Monday the 12th of February 2024 and close at 2 p.m. on Wednesday the 13th of March 2024. As part of the tender process, you will be assessed against a number of criteria. Local Buy has a legislated requirement to demonstrate that suppliers appointed to our arrangements have the financial, managerial and technical capability to deliver the associated goods and/or services. Tenderers will be required to hold public liability insurance to a level of $20 million. If performing design works, professional indemnity insurance at $2 million per occurrence is required. If supplying products, you must hold products liability at $20 million. And everybody must possess statutory work cover insurance unless you are a sole trader. Quality, environmental and workplace health and safety management systems will need to be demonstrated, particularly workplace health and safety management systems in this civil construction arrangement, as that is an area of keen interest for councils. Tenderers will be required to complete a template for each category, which demonstrates 2 project examples for works applicable to that category. Please read the information supplied and fully complete the templates. Be aware that the persons assessing your response may not have any experience with your company and will mark your response only on the information that you provide in that template. So you need to give them every chance to assess you positively. Both arrangements will have an initial 3-year term with 2 additional 36-month extension options. Our expectation is that both arrangements will operate for the full 9-year term. The existing contract suite which is the means that councils would engage suppliers through the arrangements. This was for the BUS 270 arrangements, included minor, medium works, AS 2124, AS 4000, and AS 492. So this has been replaced by 3 new local buy specific construction contracts, being for minor, medium, and major works. Local buy recognises that both suppliers and councils are equal partners in the success of our arrangements. The new contracts are intended to offer an equitable share of risk between principal and contractor. The contract management fee for the new arrangements will be 1%. The contract management fee is the amount appointed suppliers pay to local buy for work obtained under the arrangement. This contract management fee has increased from 0.75% under the previous BUS 270 arrangement. Local buy did not take this decision lightly, and the reasons that the increase is based upon are the following. Local buy is not immune from the increased costs of doing business in the post-COVID world. We have seen our costs rise significantly. The construction arrangements are the most expensive for local buy to create and operate. Extensive legal costs have been paid to construction lawyers to develop the new contracts, and they will be paid annually to keep the contract up to date with legislative changes. The contract management fee has been aligned with local buy's new building construction arrangements and the rebate charged by local buy equivalent organisations in other states. Whilst local buy appreciates the contract management fee is a business cost that suppliers may choose to pass on in full or part in their project pricing, suppliers should also note that use of the arrangement by councils saves them the time and cost of repeated tender processes. All suppliers pay the same contract management fee, so it does not competitively disadvantage any supplier. The contract management fee is only applicable when you are the successful respondent for a council project.
Thanks, Pat. To give you an idea of the potential opportunity for your business, the current arrangement, civil arrangement, was utilised by 70 of the 77 councils in Queensland over the last 4 years, and the total spend through the arrangement exceeded $540 million. The annual expenditure through the arrangement increased from $57.8 million in financial year 2019 to over $175 million in financial year 2023. If you have any questions about the 2 new arrangements, please don't hesitate to reach out to Category Manager Pat McCormack on pmccormack at localbuy.net.au. That's P McCormack at localbuy.net.au. And we look forward to welcoming you as a local buy supplier in the future.
Thanks, everyone.